Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a challenge video. I don't know who else has done this, but leave a comment down below and let me know. So the only thing I did today is I did my base, like my foundation and primer, just because you can't really use eyeshadow to do those things. So that's what I did. But today the challenge I'm going to be doing is full face using eyeshadow. So I have all my eyeshadow palettes laid in front of me with all my brushes. Real quick, we're going to go over what I use to do my base. I moisturize with the Clean and Clear Morning Burst Hydrating Gel Moisturizer. It's like $3 at Walmart. Then after that, I use the Bright Booster Oil Elixir. It's really hydrating. For primer, I use the oh, sorry guys, I'm kind of sick today. The Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer. And for my T-zone, I use the Physicians Formula Insta Ready Face Primer. It really works to hide those pores. For foundation, I use the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Plus Balance Foundation in Porcelain. Then I use the Wet n Wild Light Ivory Concealer. I haven't used any powders yet on my face. I'm going to use, obviously, what I'm supposed to. The brush I used to blend it all was my Y6. Okay, so glasses go off. By the way, these are in a pair. My last ones got broke by my fiance because he's mean to me. Just kidding, he's great, but he's a little rough sometimes, so he accidentally broke them. Okay, guys, so first we're going to try to set the under eyes. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave everything else kind of meh. So this is the Morphe 350 palette. I'm going to use the AOA Studios F19. This is a highlighting brush, but it also works really well to set the under eyes. I'm going to take this first shade here, which is a very light, like cream shade. I'm going to put this all over the eyelid to make a kind of like a base for when we do our eyes. And then now I'm just going to sweep this under the where my concealer rests. I only did under my eyes. Ignore how my nose is kind of flaky under the foundation. That's because I'm sick, so my nose is like rubbed raw. Also right here in my pore area. Next, I'm going to take this, like, it's kind of a banana shade, and I'm just going to touch barely on that to hopefully brighten the under eye. I'm just mixing these two shades together. So there we go. So now we're going to try to contour. Let's see. I guess I'm going to use this shade here. It looks pretty much like my normal contour shade. So, and I'm just using one of the fake Artiste brushes to do this. And these things are so pigmented, like, look at that. Now I'm going to take, I'm going to go ahead and close that and move my glasses so they don't break. And I'm going to use the flat buffer brush that I usually use from Wet n Wild to kind of buff this in. It blends really easy though, like, and it's a decent match. Ooh, wow, that's really nice. And it's not rubbing away my foundation, which is always good. Next, that's the wrong palette. We're going to take the fake I have. This is the Flossy Sunflower Pressed Powder in, I believe this is the bronze one. It's like the Kylie Jenner ones. I personally like this better, and it's only like $3. And I'm going to take a mix of these two warm shades to bronze up my skin. I'm using my normal Bundle Monster fluffy little brush. I'm just trying to mix these. Hopefully this doesn't end too bad, but whatever. gonna bronze up my forehead. Okay, and now I'm gonna take that same buffer brush and just kind of make sure this is all blending into my skin nicely. To be honest, it's not turning out too bad. None of these shades are like patchy or anything. So next for blush, I'm gonna go very lightly and mix the pink and the orange together. I'm using the angled contour brush by Wet n Wild. And now I'm going to go blend that again. Because this, oh, by the way, this is the Valentine's Day palette, again, by Flossy Sunflower. I really want to get the purple palette, like, that matches those two, because I really like them. And, to be honest, my favorite shade in this whole palette is this shade and this shade. I love this one. It's just, like, the perfect color. I love it. I adore it, to be honest. I haven't been able to find a match, like, of a single shade yet, but I'm working on it. Anyways, just gonna blend that. And now we're gonna take our same highlight brush, and we're gonna take a mix of the first two shimmer shades here. Actually, I think we're gonna go in with the first and possibly, these do have a little bit of fallout, but they're super pretty and I love them. And we're gonna go ahead and highlight with this. Then I'm just gonna use my finger. This is actually a really nice highlight shade for very pale girls. I usually like a goldish highlight, but a champagne highlight's okay too. Now I'm gonna wipe off my brush. I'm just barely gonna dab into this a few times and just go over that, just very lightly. Next, we've done highlight. So I think next we need to do eyebrows. So, where is my eyebrow brush? There it is. And we're gonna probably, this is a two-way thing, so I'm just gonna brush out my brows. I'm actually really liking how this is looking. It looks very natural. I really like the blush shade I got from mixing those two. But sorry, I was putting the little like foil thing in. So we're gonna go back into our Morphe palette. And we're going to take probably this shade. No, that's too light. You know what? We're going to try this shade here and maybe mix it with this shade over here, I guess. I'm going to take my compact so that I can see better. Hopefully I don't block you guys out too much. Okay, you guys can still see. Okay. Okay, that is a little too light. So now I'm just going to go into, where did it go? Into this shade here. Let's see if that matches me a little better, I guess. Coming out a little reddish, but it'll work. I'm going to go into a darker brown shade. In the last row, I'm going into the fourth one. Okay, that's a little dark. Ooh, that's actually really nice. just like that. So there is one eyebrow compared to my other one, which has nothing on it. I'm going to go into that reddish shade I was just in. Now I'm going to go into that deeper shade. That way it gives it the same, like, slightly reddish hue. So I actually really like how these brows are coming out. I'm gonna have to see if I can find a pomade like this, because I actually really like how it looks. So next, what else? We already did set our eyes and everything. The last thing we have to do, the only thing we have to do eyeshadow and eyeliner. I'm not going to do my lashes, obviously, because, you know, you can't really do that with eyeshadow, if that makes sense. So I kind of want to go for a more nude look. So we're not going to use the Morphe palette again, because I've used that like pretty much this whole video, it feels like. So we're going to find a different palette. Actually, we're going to try this Everyday Eyeshadow Book by e.l.f. It looks, to be honest, I don't know how anybody would do a look with this, but we'll see. Looks like that. I'm going to use this palette as well as my two Flossy palettes, because they're like more neutral shades. So first, we're going to go in with a crease brush. This is by Wet n Wild. I'm going to take this middle shade here. I'm just going to put this in my crease. Just like that. Then I'm going to get a slightly denser brush. Okay, this is the right one. And I'm going to take, I guess I'm going to take this shade here, the third shade over. Ooh, this even has like a small mirror, so I guess that's good. And I'm just going to deepen up the crease. Then I'm going to take a flat synthetic brush. This one's a little more densely packed. And I'm going to apply the lightest shade that I have in my palette up on my brow bone. I'm going to take that, by the way, that was the Blending Eye Brush by e.l.f. Now I'm going to take their Eye Crease Brush by e.l.f. as well. And I'm going to go into this like purpley shade and this dark brown shade. I'm just going to mix those. See if I can get a little bit closer. Now I'm just going to go into this purple. Ooh, wow, that's a really nice shade. So this does have a little bit of a shimmer in it, but it's actually a really gorgeous deep purple, kind of blacky-ish shade. Now I'm going to use a clean crease brush. This is a crease brush by Wet n Wild, and I'm just going to kind of blend that a little bit so it's not as, there's no harsh lines. But that looks a lot better. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with that flat synthetic brush, and I'm going to use this middle shade here. I think it looks really gorgeous. And I'm going to apply this just on the, like, ooh, wow. So there is quite a bit of fallout with this shimmer shade, but it's actually super pretty. Did I pull out my setting spray? No. So I am going to go ahead and use some homemade setting spray. Bless me. So now that is nice and damp, hopefully it'll stop the fallout. Wow, that is a gorgeous color. So again, I'm just going to spray this just so I don't get as much fallout. Just like that. Now I'm going to take a big old fluffy brush and wipe under the eyes just to get rid of all that extra fallout. Now I'm going to take a angled brush, looks like that, and I'm just going to line under my eyes. I'm going to use this mediocre brown shade here, and then I'll deepen it up a little bit with the dark purple. Okay, and then I'm going to take that purple on a angled liner brush and just really focus this on the outer portion of the eye. Actually, that brush is not working too well for this, so I'm going to take that on the same brush I just used for the brown. I'm just going to smoke that out a little bit. Just like that. Now I'm going to take that eyeliner brush I just had, and I'm going to get a black shade. Ooh, this one's pretty good. Here's the black shade. And then I'm going to wet this. That sprayer's kind of going bad, but that's fine. Now I'm going to use that same compact I was just using to line. I'm going to wing out my eyeliner. Oh my goodness, there is so much sparkle under my eyes. That's okay. So there we go. Now I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing. Okay. Now I'm going to use that same fluffy brush and sweep away any fallout. I'm also going to, where is it? I have this like, that's the wrong brush. This like flat synthetic brush, and I'm going to use this to make a lip color, hopefully. So, I'm going to put a little bit of this elixir on my lips. Just rub that in nicely. And then I'm going to go into this burgundy shade. Just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to bring you guys closer so you can see. This is our final look. I don't like how the eyeliner came out. I like the eye look itself. I think this eye looks a lot better, but that's besides the point. And my eyebrows are a little too warm, I'd say. But I like how everything else came out. I actually like the brows. I just think for like winter and like early spring, it's not the best look. But I really like, and it was pretty simple to do. That highlight though is popping. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you do this eyeshadow challenge, full face using eyeshadow, don't forget to tag me in it. Just do Adina Lynn X eyeshadow challenge. So I hope this helped you guys and you enjoyed it. If you did, like this video and comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!